Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to episode number 10 of Jawns with our MVP, because Joel Embiid is Philadelphia's MVP and he's going to prove it when they win it all and he gets finals MVP. It's a better award anyway. But we talk about the Sixers, their run against the Heat going into game 5, and hopefully when you guys watch this, everybody's happy after a big game 5 win. We also give some stories that we think are hilarious. And then we also get into Phillies. We play the Phillies walk-up song game. So how do you think Dunphy's going to do? But make sure you like, subscribe, download the podcast as well. And also, of course, download the all-new BetParks app. New users get a $20 free sports bet and $20 free casino play. And then also make sure, of course, that you use code JOHN750 for a risk-free bet of up to $750. We hope you enjoy the show. Hello and welcome in to Jawns Wit. I'm Sam Stafford with my co-host Dunphy, and we are Jawns Wit. Our MVP.
Our
MVP and all of Philadelphia's MVP, honestly. At least, actually, it's way more than just Philadelphia at this point.
He should be the MVP of the NBA.
100%.
Without question.
Well, and Dunphy, so that's the thing. Came out earlier this week, for everybody wondering, that Woj announced earlier, leaked it, that Jokic will be announced later this week, so possibly when this comes out, just shortly after, that Jokic is going to be the league MVP.
I hope they Skype him.
Right? That's one of my things. So, like, before we even get to that point, once that came out, you saw it all over Fox Sports. You saw it all over ESPN. You saw so many big names in the NBA, so many WNBA players, analysts everywhere was blowing up Twitter saying that it should have been Joel Embiid. And I know it made me feel great. It has to make Joel feel great. I don't know if he's even in
he's got to be
the social media world right now trying to get his mind right for the games and stuff. But it's very reassuring, though. Like, you got to feel good about that if you're Joel.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's him seeing all the NBA players have his back, future or former NBA players have his back. It's a good thing to say for sure, because he's clear as day the NBA
clear
MVP.
As day. And
if you watch the game, you see them. I'm not going to sit here and dog Jokic to try to make a point.
No, he's a great player.
He's a great player. But everything he does is good. He's a great asset, great value to his team. They won't be where he was without him. But if you just see Embiid's play, and it sucks the playoffs don't have a factor, because I feel like
really
some guys would be like, oh, shit, like maybe I have slept on Embiid a little bit, because look at the playoffs. The first 2 games against Miami that we didn't get a chance to talk about last week, unfortunately, because I wasn't here. But they looked like shit, honestly. They couldn't get a rebound.
Yes.
They could not get a rebound. Embiid comes in, they get rebounds. I think they won. I know they won game 3 in rebounds. I'm pretty sure they won last game in rebounds as well. I should have looked it up, and just their overall defense play, their players on offense look even sharper. They have that confidence. Like, all right, if I miss this, like, you know what I mean? It's just like 100%. They don't have that pressure on their shoulders where they got to pick up someone else's slack and him being there.
And you're seeing that too. This past game 4 that they won at home, you really saw that burden lifted off Harden.
For sure.
And you saw him go off and do, because that's what he needs. He just can't be that reliable number 1 guy. You're right. But he can't have that pressure. Once he has that pressure a little lifted and he just has to play his role, he's great.
For sure.
And that's where he's going to be fine. But like those first 2 games too, like, just to prove your point, like the only person and the only place you saw energy was Maxey running up the court trying to bring that, but it's just Maxey. So it wasn't really electrifying the whole team. Everybody was down because they didn't know when JoJo was going to come back. And you saw that. And I agree with you 100%. It sucks that the playoffs don't matter, because I guarantee everybody that was voting for Jokic out of the analytical throughout the season perspective, now watching it, like the eye test, that's what everybody's argument is. 100%. If you had the playoffs that you got to see, like it proves it now. Like and if you were those people that voted analytically, you're definitely watching it back now. Like, damn, I messed up.
Like, damn, because if it was close, like you're like, all right, it's between them 2 players.
Yeah.
Like, all right, then I'll just lean numbers, because you know what I mean?
And I would agree with that. But if you're on the
fence, you got the chance to actually, because be honest, we're all NBA fans, we're all sports fans. We don't watch every single game though. We see highlights and stuff like that. We see film, but now it's prime time. Every game's prime time. It's just that game.
Everybody's
So
focusing.
now you're really seeing Jokic. He played great in the first round. Team sucked around them. They're missing Murray, but then you have the Sixers. And then you see how dominant Embiid is. He's the best player on this team. He's the best player in the East. He's the best player in the NBA, hands down. He is the MVP, and he was robbed by a bunch of computer people. That's really all. They talk about VORP. I've never even heard of VORP until this season. They're making up these stats. And so I was seeing yesterday that Kobe only has one MVP award. Now this dude got two.
I know.
So now that just right there alone, you can't use MVP awards anymore as an argument for anything because there's no credibility in them at all. Because you have this dude as a back-to-back 2-time winner when he's 1-7 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's a regular season award, but it just shows you how valuable Embiid is. When you lose double-digit games, granted they were both on the road, then you come back home and add him to your team, and you see that spark just in your team and him. And he even played like shit offensively game one.
Yeah.
Just his presence alone. Like, that whole rebounding shit and him being there defensively, Jokic isn't even on the same fucking planet.
No.
And I hate how he was even up there as a possibility. Like, the fuck out here with that shit. They're not even literally on the same planet. There's Embiid's tier 1, and I guess you could put Gobert in there, which I really wouldn't because he can't step up to the perimeter. Because you see Embiid yesterday with Vic Oladipo when he stepped up to him and was just playing him like a guard and smacked the ball away, and he went up like this to get everyone hyped. That's the MVP of the league, bro.
I know. And
that's the best player in the NBA right there.
I agree with you 100%. And I've even brought this up before with Nick Wright talking about it because Nick Wright was on this. I love him. We love him. But like he even brought it up before. Like Jokic, he's a great player. Not good enough to win 2 MVPs. No. Definitely not back-to-back MVPs because Shaq didn't do it. You didn't. Kobe didn't do it. Like I gave out a stat that he said before, and it was like Embiid, Kobe, Shaq, like they all have the same numbers as Jokic.
And they have like 2 rings or something.
Yes. Like 2 MVPs. Yeah. But like, so it's, and now all that whole
really
group.
Frustrating.
Yeah. All that whole group has the same amount as Jokic. That's really, not right. And it just takes validity and everything away from the MVP award. It doesn't matter.
Well, we got our MVP back.
Yes. And that's all that matters.
And the series is
before we get into that though, I just want to, because we've been harsh on Jokic before, so I'm admitting he's great.
It's more.
I still don't like his face.
No,
People
his face
came
sucks.
at me on Twitter for that. I don't care.
I don't know if it was me or you that came at. They came at one of us.
I don't know.
They didn't like your face either, or something like that. They said
not gonna hurt me.
I like my face.
I love my face, and you can't tell me otherwise. but how do you think Jokic is feeling about this? Because that's got to be. Like, obviously, you want to celebrate at this award, and it's awesome to have it now with his career.
To be honest.
But he's seeing everybody literally shit on him.
This is a great question. And honestly, I feel like let me see how I can piece this together. Last year, he was probably hyped about the award.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Because his first one.
But then he's a competitor, and he's, you know what I mean? Everybody wants to win at the end of the day. The championship. Personal accolades are cool and all, but it's like you really want to win the ring. Or he's already done it. He's probably at the point to where he was just like, just give it to Embiid. I don't even want to take this fucking. I mean, I don't know if he gets a check for winning MVP. So
probably
if he gets like a personal check from the Nuggets to win MVP, like an extra $2 million or whatever it is, then I'm sure then maybe he would want it. But as like an award, I don't think he's sitting there like, oh, I hope I get this award. You know what I mean? It's almost like just give it to Embiid or whoever. I don't want it right now. Like I want to get back in the lab and I want to win a championship as a competitor. That's how I would say it.
No, it's going to be interesting. I like how you think or how you brought that point up. And it's going to be interesting because obviously
he's going to take so much heat for it.
Yeah. And obviously they have to have him give an acceptance speech, right? So that's going to be so interesting to see if he acknowledges that
he's
Joel.
He's going to acknowledge Embiid.
Yeah,
100%.
He has to and be like,
and Giannis, because he was up there as well.
But I feel like he should just at least be like, hey, if this MVP award wasn't just regular season and went into playoffs, 100% it would be JoJo's.
Oh,
and if he mentioned that, I would have no problem. I'd be like, okay, good.
The only thing I would say to that point is it would come down to a 2-man race and Jokic wouldn't be in it. It would be him or Giannis.
100%.
And you got to go. I don't know. You got to see how it plays out, really, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why they make it a regular
But
season more.
the best part about this, Dunphy, is like, yes, obviously he's our MVP. He deserves it. But the best part about it is Embiid is going to be lit the heck. There you go. That was me censoring myself. The heck up for game 5 and 6.
Rest of the playoffs.
Especially, you're right. Rest of playoffs, because MVP final
Turn them up.
or finals MVP is 100% better. And that's all JoJo wants. You know, he would love to be.
He wants to win.
He would love to be announced MVP, but not nearly as much as he would love to win.
He's over it.
Exactly.
He's like, you know what? I'm just going to keep doing my thing. If I get the award, I get the award.
He knows the mentality.
Give me my ring.
Everybody hates us and we don't care. JoJo knows that by now.
He don't care either.
Exactly.
And that's why you were just mentioning earlier, like, I wonder if he's seeing all this on the internet. He definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's feeding off of it. Even if they were dogging him, he would feed off it regardless. That's the type of player he is. He could take criticism. He's one of us.
100%.
Legit.
Look at him talk to Shaq, like in posting and stuff.
Criticism.
He literally takes it and he's like, okay, thank you. And you see him put in the work.
And Shaq wants to dog him because he likes him.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to dog Ben. Ben couldn't take it.
Exactly. But no, so that's the best part about this, though, is we are going to see a Joel that has already been amazing and deserves that MVP title on another level even. And that's so exciting, especially once people listen to this, game 5 will be done. But especially going into game 5 tonight in Miami, because this game is freaking huge with the series tied at 2-2. If they can take this in Miami, there's no way in my mind that they don't win at home.
If they win tonight, you just don't even show up. Don't even show up.
Dude, I'm so nervous.
I'll be there, by the way.
On Thursday?
I got my tickets already.
I love it. I'm so nervous, though, because...
2-0 this playoffs.
Oh, I love it. I know JoJo was back, and obviously that's really the difference maker in games 3 and 4, and that's what made them tied in the series. But if just watching on TV like I was, the stadium, Wells Fargo Center, was absolutely electric, and you know that plays into it, and that was incredible. And so I'm hoping that doesn't hold too much weight, though, when they are in Miami. Miami's normally, their stadium wasn't packed.
They're terrible
it's Miami.
fans. They're the worst.
Yeah.
People in Miami aren't there to watch sports. They're there to vacation. And
all Florida teams don't get good.
Retired.
Look at Tropicana. They have a beautifal stadium and never can sell it out.
They don't show up till like halftime. It's legit.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy were talking about it earlier, and that's legit.
Yeah.
I remember noticing that the first time we played Miami a few years, like 3 years ago.
There's so much to do in Miami. They don't care. They're like,
I'd rather lay on a beach and watch it on the, or listen to it or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know if I would go to a game if I lived in Miami.
I would. Oh my God. Baseball, especially like Tropicana Field.
I'm talking about basketball.
Basketball, I would. In a playoff game, that's what's different. If it's in the winter,
Miami's
it's still nice there.
Bro. Don't get. I'm talking
game?
from like if I grew up in Miami.
That's what I'm saying. I would go to it's different. No, see, if I was going to Miami right now, I'd be like, I'm not going to an NBA playoff game. Like, let me enjoy Miami. I've never been here.
If you live there, you're saying?
That's me if I went right now.
No, I'm saying what you're about to say.
But but if I live there, I'd be like, heck yeah, my team's in the playoffs. I'm gonna fucking go.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably right. I don't know.
And I love the sun and I love the beach and I love all that, but I would do that.
I love the water. I'd probably be in the water all day till game time.
Yeah, dude. Oh, ashy as heck because the salt water's just
Sixers win tonight, though.
That's
my lock. That's my pick. I
need it.
I love the.
They need to keep riding this
Embiid.
wave.
I love Niang off the bench tonight.
Dude, I feel bad. The one thing, I love Jimmy Butler. I just love him.
I loved him. I think he's a fraud.
Really?
Not as a player.
Oh,
not as a player.
More.
I think he's a fraud as like a tough guy.
Really?
I really do. I think
there
that whole
was a
tough guy
situation, wasn't there?
He tries so hard, like the whole Minnesota thing, and like during the bubble, they said he couldn't practice or something. He was in his room dribbling all night long. Like, dude, go to fuck to sleep, you nerd.
You nerd.
You weren't up dribbling in your room at 3 a.m, you dorks.
I don't know. I love Jimmy. I just love his personality. How much
he's a great player.
I think he's a great player.
I loved him when he came here.
Teammate, a great teammate.
I have a picture. Let me see if I still have it. Okay, you can go. I want to see if I can bring it up. And he's in the picture. It was game 6. It was game 6.
He started at JUCO? I don't know. I don't know Jimmy Butler's background.
This picture's insane. Ready? It's a picture of the game that just started, game 6 against Toronto before the triple.
What year was this?
2 years ago.
Okay.
So you got Tobias shooting a 3.
I guess
the picture's pretty sick. But it's Tobias shooting a 3. Is number 33. You got Danny Green with the Raptors. You got Jimmy Butler in a Sixers uniform. You got Siakam. Then you got Kawhi Leonard, who's obviously not there. He's with the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Kyle Lowry, who's now with Miami, who we're playing. And then you got Marcus Gasol, which I don't even know where he's at, to be honest with you.
He might have retired. Did he?
Might have. And I don't know.
He might have.
I want to say he didn't. I think he was just on a trash team. And then you got Ben Simmons, JJ Redick behind him, who announced last game or game 3. And
he's with the Lakers. Gasol. That's how irrelevant the Lakers were this year.
And then you got Embiid. So this picture's pretty crazy as far as like how drastic
it is.
2 teams.
But I'm not going to lie to you.
1 year.
It's very cool to look at it that way. But besides that, I hate that picture because it's a terrible, terrible.
We won.
Yeah, but not that series.
You're right. We won a game, though. I mean, we won the game. No,
Nobody remembers
doesn't make
that.
it better.
Nobody remembers if you
no,
win the game.
That series,
you didn't win the series.
That was the worst. That was the worst loss in my lifetime of.
Yeah, like heartbreaking. Like you felt the pain.
Like I won't say I feel the pain. I do. I have a memory of like it's the Sixers Lakers series. I really do. I was probably like 6.
Yeah.
Or no, I was 8. That was 8.
I was 6.
I remember like just like watching it on my floor. I was on my floor watching it. That's all I remember. But that's the furthest I can. But I wasn't like heartbroken. You know what I mean? Like I was a fan, but I wasn't like
back then.
Now
yeah,
like,
well, that's different. We were young. We didn't really understand it.
Yeah.
But
I've cried during Eagles losses.
Oh, me too. The first time I ever cried at a game, I was
the Bucks.
No, mine. I don't remember who
Bucks,
it was.
Panthers. I cried, and I think the last time I cried, sadly, was the Saints, and it's kind of embarrassing because I was like 15. But it is what it is. But I cried during the Super Bowl too.
Oh yeah, I cried. Everybody cried.
When did you cry?
I don't remember. I think I had periods where I cried throughout, like really being like, oh my God, like this might happen.
It was hitting you?
But I did not celebrate until the clock ran out because of Tom Brady.
I cried at when Ertz's touchdown was under review. I knew he was in. Like I just was like, bro, this is our game. We're not losing. And I started crying. I'm like, bro, we're really gonna win, bro. Like we're winning this fucking game. Like we're winning this shit. I remember but yeah, it's funny you say like you didn't like cheer because every touchdown, like I would cheer, but I wouldn't like go crazy. I literally sat like probably about a solid 10, 15 feet away. And I was like kind of by myself and I didn't move from that spot all game. I wore this one polo shirt. I wore it to like it was an undershirt to one of the games I went to earlier in the year and they won. And I remembered it for some weird reason. And I wore it that day to the game. So I had nothing Eagles on. I had like nothing on. Like it was crazy.
That's funny. Look at my hands because I remember the anxiety that I had. It's just it's crippling, but it paid off. Obviously, just to go along with that, I wore my white.
I love reliving the Super Bowl moments.
Me too. But back to on topic. Sixers definitely going to win Game 5.
I love it. Lock it up.
I can't wait. Joel, go off. Show them that you're MVP.
Step up again.
Freaking wait.
Let's go.
I hope that translated into the mic. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Bang, bang, boys.
I hear it.
I love it. But before we get into the Phils, Dunphy, I have a situation and I need your opinion on it. Oh my God. So yesterday, it's beautiful outside, right? So I'm on the phone with one of my friends, just sitting on the car. Nelly, my dog's just like going in the yard. It was so nice. The people across the street from me, it's a wife and a husband and 2 little boys. Well, like the oldest boy's like 10. Mm-hmm. And so he gets dropped off after school by like some mom, runs behind the house because I guess that's where his key is. The mom didn't even wait to see if he got in, left. He comes running out, trying to chase her down the street, like, miss. Didn't see him. So he's locked out of his house. And so I'm on the phone with my friend. I'm like, I'll call you back. I'm going to try to help this kid. So I put in his dad's number. His dad didn't answer. I put in his mom's number. Her phone was off. So nobody answered. And this kid's like 10 and I didn't know what to do. So like, I'm 26 and I'm like, I'm an adult compared to him, but like, I'm not really an adult. You know what I mean? So I'm like, like, do you want to come into my house? Because he was like,
I probably wouldn't have did that, to be honest with you. I really wouldn't.
Well, so he was locked out and we couldn't get a hold of his parents. So I said it like that. I was like, do you like want to come into my house? And this 10-year-old boy looked at me like, Well, I'm gonna try like every single window and see if I can get through that. And thank God he ended up getting through one of the windows.
Mhm.
But I need to know because I'm in a suburban neighborhood with a whole bunch of kids like that. What are you supposed to do in that? Like he looked at me like I was a full-on child predator.
Right.
And I'm just like, I promise, like I'm just trying to help you.
You start saying
Like-
all the wrong things. I promise I'm not going to do anything wrong. I'm not going to rob your house.
Yeah, like just come into my house, okay? Like windows, doors,
No,
everything's
I definitely
open.
wouldn't
I
have done
promise.
that.
What do you do?
I would have. Well, I probably would have, like you did. I would have tried calling one of his parents. I would have.
And nobody
any other numbers.
answers?
I would have kept calling them. I would have texted them. Like, yo, the numbers, and I would have sat out front with them and just chilled there. Like, and if
I
you wanted to
guess.
try the windows, we go try the windows. But I would have sat outside till like help came, till they came back. I mean, they're
Okay,
gonna come back eventually.
So it was my fault in the fact that
I mean, don't get me wrong.
into
Like
my house.
the thing you want to do is, you want to comfort them. So comfort them.
Yeah.
Your mindset is to bring them in, but it's just now this day and age, like it's sad to where it's not. It can be led to a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where even like if something didn't happen, he could just easily accuse you of something bad happening.
Oh, true. Oh my God.
Like it's his word against yours. You have no say. He could be like, that lady brought me in her house and she took her shirt off. You know what I mean? Just anything.
That could have ruined my
Like,
career.
Seriously. So
And I'm just trying.
I just think,
Wow,
from that
I will
perspective,
never.
it's not a bad look.
I will never invite a kid in my house ever again.
I hope not. You fucking creep. That's it. No more kids are invited in my home.
Oh my gosh.
From-
It's never happened to me before. And my first instinct was just, yeah, you can come into my house.
You want to come over and hang out? Nah. You have Xbox?
Oh my gosh. That could have been mortifying.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you live and
Never.
you learn. So what happened? Did he got in?
Yeah, thank God
Did you ever
he got
talk
in.
to the parents?
No, actually, because the dad came in, like the dad doesn't talk to me. Like it's a weird situation. I think they're not in a happy marriage, unfortunately. And like, I don't know. I think he's like afraid to look over. I don't know. The wife
She
loves
probably-
Dion. I moved there like when Dion was in season, never spoke to the wife, like maybe hey, like from across the
I hate
street.
weird neighbors.
And then as soon as Dion got home, she's like, "Oh my God, you guys are new here." Like I was inside, and she's like, "Oh my God."
Did you post about that?
Yeah, I think I did because
Like,
I was
a
like, I've
while
literally
ago.
lived here for 3 months and you didn't come say hi.
Yeah,
As soon as
you,
you see
you
Dion
posted about that.
outside.
You posted
I
about that.
did.
Yeah.
As soon as she saw Dion outside, she's like, "Oh my God, you're my new neighbor." I'm like, "Yeah, we've moved in 3 months ago."
Yeah, you definitely posted about that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So, it's just a weird situation. So that happened. They also, we moved into my
Fun.
grandmother's house. So this kid also, I'm not the biggest fan of him because my grandmother was really old, hated that they would bounce their basketball. But like, we'd be like, grandmother, kids, let them bounce their basketball.
He's an asshole.
And the kid, my grandmother passed away. And he goes, "I'm really sorry your grandma passed away. And I just want to admit to you, like, I did bounce the basketball because she didn't like it." And I was like, I was yelling at my grandma not to get mad. And this kid said that.
Well, yeah, I knew your grandmom hated it. I actually don't even like basketball.
So maybe it's a good thing he didn't come into my house because he would have
He
probably
would have told
said
you that
something.
story. You would have beat him up.
Yeah. Punched him and then he would have been, "She hit me."
You'd have like,
You're welcome.
have a great day.
Uh,
I'd punch him.
Dunphy, see, this is why I brought it up though. Great life advice. I will never invite a kid
don't
into my
invite
house.
A child in your home or your car, anywhere.
It's a sad time, honestly. I just want to help somebody out.
It's almost like
Can't even
if you
trust
brought
them.
him in, you should just record the whole time. Like, here I am with Nathan. We're just
What's your
hanging
name?
out- We're hanging out the whole time. Look, I'm not going to turn this live, go live and shit. Go live with it, Nathan from my house.
Just sitting on my couch.
So everyone knows I'm not a predator. Oh, look, your mom's home an hour and a half later. All right, time to go. You got to record everything nowadays to protect yourself. It's sad.
Such a sad world. I was just trying to be a good Samaritan.
Hopefully, he's a
Not-
Sixers fan.
I don't think that. I don't think so. I don't think they're into.
They're not
sports.
fans.
No.
They're into
They're-
just making people miserable.
Yeah. They do like karate and stuff like that.
Maybe they're fans of like Jet Li and shit.
Maybe. Maybe he cracked open his window. He was like, "I can't go in that woman's house."
My window
Ah!
it's not opening, but I'll get in. It's fine.
Broke the window so he didn't have to come into my house.
No, I don't want to go in your house, person. Weird, creepy lady.
Thanks, but no thanks, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, mom, the lady invited me in her home.
I know. That's probably
you
why
guys weren't
dad.
here.
The dad probably walked in like, "Don't make eye contact. She invited you to your house. We have a problem." Okay.
Dad probably don't tell mom. Fucking tell
Jeez.
Do you say that dude hates you or something? He don't like you?
I think he just doesn't want to cause a problem, so he just doesn't talk to
The wife
anybody.
probably accuses him of shit.
Probably. He's like never home. Like
She's probably like, go be with Sam again.
My theory, right? My theory. No, I have a theory that he like has a whole on like side family or like, and she's fine with it. Like she has to know because he's like not there. He'll bring home the boys. He'll bring home the boys. Like they'll go in. He'll be there for dinner, and then he's never home. Some nights he is, but his car's always gone. So I'm convinced that
There's people that actually really like do that. It's wild.
And
I knew a dude that had a wife and a girlfriend. Like legit.
Oh, a wife and a girlfriend. At first I thought you said
they were like the wife was cool. Like they came over and they hung
They're
out
from
at
down
house.
south. So maybe it's just like sister wives. I don't know. It's strange, man.
I mean, that's wild.
Right? But that's suburban life story. Maybe I'll make that a
guys
series.
think about that shit differently than girls, I feel like.
Oh, I could never do that.
Yeah.
Never and never. And that's why it amazes me because I'm like, if she does it, power to her. But I could never.
Yeah.
I'm too jealous.
I'm the most jealous person in the world.
Anybody looks at Dion.
People look at Tara and I'm like, what's up?
Yeah. No, same.
It's me.
Dunphy. I'm literally, I'll watch Dion's games on video and I'll be like, who's this bitch that cheered for you? And he's like, I hit a home run, Sam. Calm the fuck down.
Probably from Winnipeg.
Yeah. He's like, I don't
Yeah, I'm sure. She probably has season tickets now because of you, right? She went to one game last year. Now she's a season ticket holder.
Oh my God. There was this one mom followed him. And he like showed me, but like she's a cute like pageant mom. But I was like, but why'd she need to follow you? Like this is weird. And then
you think Ryan Howard went through shit like that?
Oh, 100%. Everybody does. I know all the baseball girls, but and it's not like obviously I 100% trust Dion, but I'm like, I don't like that this woman is looking at you.
Right.
And he's like, no, really, like her daughter's like an 8-year-old girl, loves the team. Like that's why she followed me. And I'm like, Dion, she's telling you that. So you think that's why, but she has ulterior, what's the word? Alternative motive.
I don't know a word of this because you use like 4 different ones that I can't put together, but not alternative.
Yeah. These are the things that go through a female's head. So maybe that is why the guy across the street can't even look at my direction.
She's like, I'm not jealous, but I am. She's like, I couldn't be with a famous person. I'm like,
is that like, are you?
I'm kind of famous. She's like, nah. I'm like, nah, I'm kidding. I'm not. She's like, no, but I mean like Justin Bieber type famous. She's like, I never could. She's like, I can't deal with like, she's like, because they all cheat. She's like, you got all these celebs just throwing.
I think she was trying to dig at you. She said, yeah, don't get your hopes up because you
ain't that famous. Maybe she just,
you ain't shit, don't.
Yeah, right. Even if I did blow up, she'd be like, you ain't shit, bro.
I knew you back when you were just fighting.
Not famous.
When you was getting jumped, okay?
Yeah. Back when people used to just bully you.
Exactly. I could see little Dunphy getting bullied.
I got bullied.
I think we all got bullied.
No. I got bullied like first grade.
I definitely had some bullies.
But I really feel like more so
does.
just like,
it's just mean girls.
I feel like it was more so just people talk shit.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was like bullying.
I
wasn't bullied to the point where I was just like
no, mine was like
really bad. People just talk shit to me.
Yeah, mine was like people just
back,
I did too, but mine was people like just starting rumors. I feel like it's just mean girl, typical high school shit.
Yeah, that's girl shit.
It is. Dude, I was getting recruited for college. I'll never forget. I was like, my dad was my best friend, recruited for college, always had volleyball tournaments, never did anything, never partied, nothing. And literally there was a girl that came in and it was a Monday morning and she was like, oh my God, Sam, like, why'd you do that? And I was like, what? There was rumors that I was at this party in Coatesville, like snorting coke over the weekend. And I was trying to get recruited. And I was like, this is not even funny. Like, it's not even like I stole a guy. Like I did nothing. Why would you do? Yeah. Why would high school, man? We could start a series on that too. High school fucking blew.
I love fucking high school. I'll get back right now, bro.
Did you love it too? I hated it.
High school was the best 4 years of my life.
No, I hate it.
I went to an all-guys school.
Oh, well, you guys had fun, probably no drama.
There's rumbles, but there wasn't like drama.
No.
And everyone's like, oh, I wish I'd have went to a guy and girl school. I'm like, nah, I'm cool, bro. We chilled with girls like after school or on weekends, house parties. Like,
yeah, see,
there was time for girls, but we were I
See,
do not
that
regret it.
no, that sounds fun. I would just went to public high school, obviously. And I feel like I just was at the point though, like it was just always drama. And I've never been into that and like rumors
It
and
was
stuff.
just fun all day.
I feel like I was just at
Where'd you
that
go?
point. I'd be like,
You went to LaSalle?
yeah. Little rich kid over here,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, money. My
Must have
fault.
had it nice, Liam.
My fault, money.
Just kidding. No, Liam's actually like one of those cool, like you hear he's from LaSalle, and normally you would be like, oh,
Probably.
okay, one of them. Liam, definitely not that kind of guy at all.
Yeah, I
I'm like,
think
you're
you go
cool
to
as
Lynn.
fuck. You're a
Yeah,
cool LaSalle
LaSalle.
kid. Jamie Lynch, another cool LaSalle kid. Doesn't give off that vibe at all.
Didn't Alba go there?
Yeah, and Alba is definitely one of them.
Nah.
He doesn't even listen to this. This is going to be his test. See if Alba picks up on this.
Yeah, I don't like Alba. I hate him.
We hate his guts. Just kidding. But this is a test. I'm keeping it in there. We're going to see if you listen. Yeah, I need to hear this story.
Got back in.
These are the best. This is okay. I'm gonna do just a little leadway.
Hold on, wait. Let's say this. Let's bring this
Wait.
up.
Well, no, we're just gonna take all this because we can't take it. So I'm just gonna right here mark the time. What time is
We're
it?
live?
Yeah, well, he's been broadcasting.
Oh, really?
So we're just gonna cut it in. But right now, and now it is time for 2 Jawns Wit story time. And we're just gonna use that as an intro, baby, and we're gonna get it rolling.
Let's go.
Put it all in there. Did you get it?
Story time. Ready?
Yeah, what was that? Sounds like a fart. Is that what you were thinking?
Real quiet fart.
Yeah, like one of those ones that like people are just trying to sneak out and it just goes like
what are you guys talking about in your podcast? Just farts and shit.
farts in sports.
Farts and nerds fighting cool guys and other cool shit. Why, what are you talking
Other
about?
cool shit.
Why, what's your pot about?
Okay. Turn off this fucking screen.
Mouth's so dry.
Yeah. It's just naturally and more dominant.
In the paint.
Probably, actually. I throw bows, man. I'm not kidding. That's what I'm saying.
I flop. Ref, you didn't see that? I'll just later until they start reviewing it for a flagrant. I'll get you fouled out quick.
I love that. I actually hate playing basketball with girls because then I'm just like, oh, I don't want to hurt them. But when I like whatever I would play with like my guy friends, I'd be like, oh, getting rebounds. Actually took a ball right to the face one time. My friend Jake Peck, one of the biggest defensive tackles that Lock Haven has ever had. He was the biggest guy on the team. Literally went out for a rebound, went to throw it down court, and I
smoked you.
Yep. He like came down because he obviously didn't jump as high as me. So it just so happened like I was coming down when he was on the floor. I don't even remember because it hit me in the face, and it was just one of those things where your eyes watering because it hits you in the nose. And I was just like,
there's no crying.
And
in basketball?
I was like, no, I didn't cry though. Like,
No,
really.
no.
And I was just because everything was numb. It was
Right.
that kind of hard. And I was just like, oh my God, my nose isn't broken. Like, is it still there? Like, it was just one of those things. And all my guy friends were looking at me like that
She's
pause
dead.
look. They're like, is she gonna cry? What's she gonna do? Is she gonna scream? Like,
She could cry. Why are you crying? Oh, because it didn't hurt.
Yeah, I didn't. I was just like, oh my God. As long as my nose wasn't broken, could have been real bad. Luckily, it was a square hit.
What are we starting with again?
MVP.
Right. And then jumping right to the Sixers.
Yep. And then my story, and I'll be like, before we even get into the Phils, I have this story. Dunphy, I need your perspective.
Okay.
And then we'll get into Phillies walk-up game, done. Should only be like 30 minutes.
What are we talking about the Phils? What are we saying?
I'm just
You
going
have
to
topics?
say, had a huge win last night, 9-0 in Seattle.
Mention
Very
my lock.
impressive.
That was my pick.
Oh, I
Minus
love
1.5 plus 170.
Bang, bang. Did we just do it at the same
I
time?
said,
And
I didn't do the gun.
No, but
I didn't
we did
do
the
the gun
same
thing.
sound. Oh,
2 Jawns
so
with
cool. But yeah, so we're just going to talk about
2
last
Jawns
night.
with a.
Glizzy.
It's not really a glizzy. I mean, I technically it used to be
Glizzies
a
are,
glizzy.
yes. That's
Used
why
to be a glizzy.
when everybody
You're right.
started calling hot dogs glizzies, I was like, whoa, like what? Why are
You're gonna eat a
glizzies,
glizzy?
why are glizzies everywhere at the ballpark? What is happening?
Were
What?
people calling them glizzies at the game? Did you hear anybody say it?
I don't even remember, honestly.
These were so full on glizzies. You don't remember?
We didn't even get glizzies, Natalie and I, until the end of the game. Yeah, because they were so long. We didn't get in there until late because we were filming
You
out
got to
there.
go up there. How many can you get at a time?
However many you want, I
You can
think.
grab like 20.
Oh, really? Well, we went
Three?
at the end.
I can't hear you. Okay.
We went at the end of the game, so I think it was no limit at that point. But I got
Yeah, we're
3
just
and I
like
ate all
doing
3 of them. And then Natalie's like, I just want one. It's like, Natalie, can't make me get 3 hot dogs. You just get one. There are all these guys behind me. I'm like, yeah, I'm eating 3, man. Huh? Yeah, dog person.
Dog per
I could do
strikeout.
that, I think. Nah, maybe not.
Me? I probably haven't, all jokes aside, probably haven't ate a hot dog in like 3-4 years. Don't really care for hot
Somebody's outside the door.
burgers though.
Mark, we're recording. No, I'm kidding.
What the fuck is your problem?
I figured you weren't recording. Do you want yours to stop? We are recording.
What is it?
We have been recording.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Oh, really?
Here you go.
Yeah, I want to keep it out.
Oh, actually, we should just drop some of this in there because it's actually a good conversation. Huh?
That story was good.
The hot dog one?
No, the basketball one.
Oh, yeah. We should put all of this in there. I'm going to do it too for the audio. Good content, non-scripted, good shit. That's what we like. Okay, and then we're also just going to give a little rundown. Be like, currently tied 3rd in the NL East with Miami, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. Just talk about their struggles. And if you're worried, it's going to be a fast episode because there's not really much. Ready?
Yeah. Well, he's come back in.
Oh, shit. Wow, look at all those waters.
Water sucks. It
What?
really, really sucks. Water sucks.
What's that from? You're doing a face. You definitely are saying it from something.
You know what's no, he knows. Nat.
Wow.
Water sucks. It really, really. All right.
What's it?
Mark.
What is it?
What's it from? Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Yeah. Wow. Water boy?
Oh.
You don't know what it is?
Okay, well, I know Water Boy.
Adam Sandler?
Bobby
Bobby?
Bichet. Yeah. Bobby Bichet.
If I heard it in the movie, but I wouldn't know it.
Who sings Water Sucks in it, though? What character? It's not Bobby Bichet. He's
It's
the
the
water.
heads when he's
Oh, when he's
picturing it.
mad, when he's getting
Yeah.
mad.
They're like,
Ah.
water sucks. It really, really sucks. He's like H2O. H2O.
We need to cut that too and put it in there because that's funny. Just clip it
No,
in there.
bro.
H2O.
It's water season.
Let it rain. Let the rain fall down.
She was like,
Wake
"You're
my
looking at all these
dreams,
waters?"
let
I
it
was like,
fall.
yeah, it's for iGaming. It's a podcast. It's the green room. She was
Yeah,
like,
we're thirsty as shit.
No, yeah, we have like really important people upstairs right now that need
They're
water
thirsty as
stats. So
fuck.
I need you to not ask me a question, ma'am.
Like, yeah, I just ordered 300 waters. Why are you talking to me? Get my fucking waters before I get your manager in here. I hate that. I hate when I'll say a joke and I was like, oh, that's terrible. And everyone's like, what'd you say?
No,
I was-
nothing actually.
phone
completely,
rang.
completely
My
off
phone-
topic,
I was
and
on
it
the
just
phone.
didn't.
now you can actually record this.
Thank God. Lock that. Nah.
Even tomorrow, 11 a.m. parking lot.
This is George Rotator cuff.
Yeah, keep drinking.
I can't fight either. I've actually never been in a fight. I'm a lover.
I've
Love
never
or
been
not
in
a
a
fight?
fight, but I could definitely fuck somebody up, honestly.
Oh, and one.
You had a tie?
You're a tie.
Let's hear about your tie.
Wrestling, like,
You never been in a street fight?
No, I have.
Wait,
Like, it didn't turn.
I have a hilarious story. One time in middle school, there was this guy named Patrick McQuillan, and he was like that big, like, guy that thought he was tough. And there was this, like, I think his name was Nathan. He was that quiet kid in class, glasses, like nerdy type. And so he like did something, and Patrick McQuillan definitely was trying to like get some clout and was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he did this. I'm gonna fuck him up." Literally went like in the stairwell, jumped down, tried to like haymaker this kid. The kid took it, which was impressive because he's just this little nerdy kid. And then the nerdy kid beat Patrick McQuillan's ass in the
Great.
stairwell. And it was
Great.
hilarious because Patrick definitely only tried to start the fight because he thought he would win because it was against the nerdy kid. And he got his ass beat.
That's amazing.
It was incredible. I
Shout out to the nerdy kid and fuck you, Pat.
Nathan. I forget his name.
He's probably like a fucking professional boxer now.
No, Pat McQuillan. He's definitely like that rocker kid.
Nathan,
Oh, yeah, right. I don't
the
know.
pro athlete.
Dude, we should talk about that in the show sometimes. There's some kids that were like those nerds that were quiet and everything in high school. And then you see them on Facebook and you're like, that is not the same kid.
I went to school with Dawkins. Kyle Dawkins had every class with him.
I
he
thought you
wasn't
said
a nerd.
Dawkins at first. I was
No, Dawkins. He's a UFC fighter.
okay.
I literally have every
Mhm.
single class with him at North then Judge. And he wasn't a nerd like by any means, but he was quiet as shit. And you wouldn't put like him. He did. I think he started like doing it, like taking it serious towards like the end of high school. And now he's a fucking professional fighter in the UFC. But like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't expect it from him.
Dude, well,
is what I'm
there's this
saying.
one kid.
He what? 11. I went there for 1 year.
It was this one kid that I saw the other day pop up on my Facebook, and his name's Paul Draper. And I went to Coatesville. It's like a 1 on the good education scale, like not a good place. It's just a public school, Coatesville, Philly suburb. And so he popped up. He was just like that guy. He was always smart and was always in like the debate club and everything. But then he just graduated from like Stanford Law School. Absolutely smoke show now, has like a complete defined jaw, lost probably like 20 or 30 pounds, cut, and is just like that lawyer that's like got the dark features and like, and I was like, no way, Paul Draper. That's all.
Good for you.
Go, Paul Draper. Represent.
Shut up, Paul.
Yeah.
You fucking stud.
There are actually 2 guys. Josh Mensa also went to Stanford Law from Coatesville 2014.
And you didn't know them?
No, I knew both of them.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know this
wouldn't
until the
expect
other
it.
day because I saw Paul post something. And
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
funny.
no
You bring
way.
that up. I'm curious where like half the dudes I chose, they were fucking.
Dude, this is why social
losers.
media is so cool because like you could just follow. It's really cool. Like you see this shit and I'm like, no
They
way.
probably see me. They're probably. So I was just an asshole. It's like some clown always messing around school. They're probably like, this dude fucking went viral and shit. No way I would have seen that coming. Probably thought I'd be in jail or something.
Dude, I was definitely that kid that was like, I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna be on this.
There's a lot of kids
I'm
that
gonna
went to
do
school
that.
that are dead though too.
Oh, dude,
honestly.
same. It's actually so sad.
Yeah.
Way to bring down that whole mood. Wow.
It is what it is.
Sad.
I got rolled on my freshman year at the end of freshman year by these 3 kids.
You got what?
Rolled on,
What's
jump.
that mean? Oh, okay.
And one of the kids is dead.
Wow.
The one that actually snuck me. He fought me because I beat him up in homeroom in the middle of the year. And it was just like the situation was kind of like dead, but you could tell like he still had like he was hurt
He had beat.
inside.
Yeah.
And like at the end of the year, like there was talks that it was gonna happen, and I was like, "Let's go! Like I'll rumble you whenever, like you know what I mean." So we're going outside, and I'm walking across the street to the L, and I just remember getting rocked with either somebody hit me or with a fist or a textbook. And then I remember it was just 3 of them, and like I was covered. I didn't fall, and when I got up, I'm looking, and they're running towards the L, right up Tarzan Ave.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've never gotten in a fight besides like with my siblings. Like
It happened so quick.
That's nutty. Like,
So
see,
quick.
I was always that person that like I wouldn't have backed down from a fight, but nobody wanted to fight me because I'm massive. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like when I get hyped, like I sound very Philly. Like I'm just like, fucking do it then.
Pussy.
Yeah, I literally one time in college told a girl I'd take my heel off and put it through her eye because she was talking shit. Like, no
Yeah, I
wonder
don't
people
want- I
didn't
don't
want to
want-
fight me.
Yeah, I don't want anything in my eye.
Yeah,
especially a
right.
heel.
But anyway, let's wrap this up. Phillies 13-16 so far. It's been rough, but last night they had
And
a
it doesn't
big-
get easier this next few
No,
games.
no, because you got the NL West. But now they're playing the AL West. They're in Seattle. Last night they had a giant 9-0 victory over Seattle. Granted, it's Seattle, but it's still surprising to me just because they had that doubleheader Sunday, flew out to Seattle. The game didn't even start till 9:40 our time. So just for them to have
17 hits.
yeah, and Ranger Suarez went off 6 innings pitched, just allowed 4 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts,
0 runs.
0 runs. Exactly. Obviously,
Needed that.
we did, and that's
He
why
needed the team needed it. It was a great.
it was a great thing, and it was just a little shocking. I wasn't expecting that, and right now they currently are 3rd in the NL East, tied with Miami. 6.5 games behind first place Mets still, unfortunately, and then half game behind Atlanta. I didn't realize. So the Phillies they've won 4 games. They've only played the Mets so far in the division and the Marlins, and they played them like 13 times or something, or maybe it was 17
And they
times.
played the Rockies.
Well, no, like, so they, out of just talking the division, they've only won 4 games against division opponents, and that's just been against the Mets and the Marlins. So no wonder the Mets are 6.5 games above us. We let them just freaking win everything.
Who's 6 games?
The Mets are 6.5
Oh, the Mets,
games.
6.5 games. But
I feel like all those are because they've beaten the Phillies.
I'm not worried about it.
No,
I'm really
me
not.
either. But
If we can finish this
frustrating.
month still the same record, 3 games under 500, I'm stoked.
I agree. And that's the thing. That's really been the story of
Just
the
get
season.
hot. Just turn the season around, get hot.
I
and
feel
finish
like that's
strong.
been the story of the season is both sides of the ball are trying to get hot. And then the offensive side of the ball, they just can't click because the offensive side
They
of the
will.
ball, they'll start getting hits on and then pitching will implode and give up just an astronomical amount of runs out of nowhere. And then the reverse side of it, you have Nola or Wheeler or Suarez or somebody doing really good, starting the game out well. And then the offense doesn't do anything to help them out. It's just they need to get in sync.
If they got to sweep the Mariners, would be huge. Was it 2 or 3 game series?
2, I think.
No,
3.
I meant 3 or 4 is what I meant to say.
Yeah,
it's 3.
no.
It's 3 because we have 3 and then we have 4 against the Dodgers.
Then they come
Padres,
back here, Padres.
Dodgers
Yeah.
again, and then I think it's same for any of them.
We're going to that Dodgers game. Do you want to come? Me and Natalie.
Ours?
Mhm.
Just gotta let me know the date and shit.
21st, Saturday against Dodgers.
Cool.
Bang, bang. Night game.
Bang bang.
Okay, Dunphy. It is time for the Phillies walk-up song game. Woo! Okay. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to warn you. This one we haven't had before, but the other ones are not, they're repeat players, but different songs. So it's not songs I've played before.
Wow.
Yeah. So it makes it difficult. Okay.
We should have finished off everybody first for doing
We
that.
did.
No, we didn't.
Oh, wait. That's the wrong one. Okay. We're going to go to this guy first.
I'm going 0 for 3 today. There's only 2 people it could be. We didn't do him yet. Segura.
Yeah!
I was saying to him or Camargo.
And now we have officially done everybody. So there you go. That's why I just kind of had to start off.
I knew
with
we
that.
didn't do him.
I
kept
know.
every week, I'm like, I know I'm going to get him because it's going to
That's
be.
why I did it for you today. Okay. Number 2. So you're 1 for 1 so far.
It's a good song.
Who's vibey? That's my hint to you.
That threw me off.
Think about it. Who's vibey, swaggy, once?
I don't think I say nothing else because I'm going with Castellanos and I don't like it. Can I guess? This
Yes.
doesn't count. My original guess, what I was gonna say, was boom.
Nope. Double.
Okay.
I know. I don't have a horn. I wanted to press. I don't need a horn because I do it well. Bryce Harper. He's vibey, man. You didn't even get that. Bryce Harper. I said Bryce Harper. So vibey. So
He is.
vibey.
No, you're
I call
right.
him Bryce.
I've heard that so many times too.
Probably because Bryce Harper's DH. Okay, ready? 3, 1 and 1. This determines if you have a winning or a losing record for the week.
Wow.
I'll give you a hint. He's back.
It's corny. Bryson, stop.
Day after day, I will compete.
I would not have guessed this in a million years that this was him.
I know. But yes, that was a great hint.
Too
buddy.
easy of a yeah. It was a great hint.
But
Too easy of a hint.
I don't care. I like
Dumb
it.
down.
You know,
Should-
I want winners. I want to surround myself with winners, Dunphy. So you needed a win, and you did. You got 2 out of 3 right on the Phillies walk-up song game. Yes. Good times. Make sure you practice next week because I want 3 out of 3.
I still haven't cheated yet.
I know.
Got 3 out of 3 once.
Because you keep forgetting about it.
Got 3 out of 3 once.
Yeah.
And then the 1 week you gave me, but I don't count it.
It's okay.
I got that math problem.
which was impressive.
What was it?
I don't remember. I couldn't even do the math myself, and you want me to remember? But yeah, it was something about batting average. It was impressive. But that's all we have for you. Episode number 10 of 2 Jawns Wit, our MVP. And we're going to see him tonight. Hopefully, Sixers kill it. And by the time you guys listen to this, everybody's optimistic because they are going to kill it. And
we're going to be setting up our matchup with Boston.
I can't wait.
Next time you hear from us.
Gonna be lit. Make sure you download the BetParks app now, and all new users, make sure you use John750 for a risk-free bet of up to $750 on the BetParks app. But we will talk to you next time, and until then, 1090!
76ers.